You're way ahead of me.
Yeah. Hello. Let us know if you can't hear us because the settings on the Zoom may have changed. So just let us know if you have any problems. I am about to catch up here. Just give me one moment, and we will get this show on the riggedy road.
Riggedy Road?
The riggedy road. The raggedy road.
Two Pards podcast?
Two Pards podcast, dude.
Man, we're getting nothing on the Twitter sphere.
That is not correct. We're just getting nothing tagged. It's here. Let me just bring up what we have actually coming to us. So, Alec Hodor, who is El Jefe Tacoma, has been looks like just commenting all up in the place. But that's all I got. There are no questions though.
Oh, okay. How did I not see whatever Patrick had?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Okay, well I can hear me, so I think we're good.
Oh my goodness. Is that acting class Mariah? Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing. We're on a public airwave right now. I'm going to just shut my mouth.
Okay.
But I'm laughing really good.
All right.
It's a personal joke.
All right.
Ignore me.
So we've got 5 watchers currently.
Woo! Yay for the watchers.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, I think I have all the questions.
All right.
I have all the questions and the answers.
You have no answers. This book has no answers.
Oh, hey, look at that. My monitor, my PC is being backed up and evaluated. Or whatever.
Oh, did we decide that taking the mud screen off is the right choice?
Someone said that they preferred it.
All right. Well, I'm going to take mine off. You guys get to watch all of this pre-stuff here.
Andy's getting ready to take it off.
Take it off.
Why did I walk up to the mic to say that? They're not on yet.
I don't know. Now comes the fun part.
Here.
Yep. This is the right one, I think. Oh, is it not?
No.
Oh. Well, we'll get it figured out here. How about the one back there?
I cleaned. What one back
Shit.
here?
Well, let me get this guy off real quick and see if they get it. I think I might be able to just use this. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take this out.
Let me hold the mic for you, Andy.
Yo, when you rock the mic, right? This has obviously never been screwed on like this before because it's still got all of the factory burrs. Gives to me.
Schmoink.
Spadoinkle. Oh, fuck you. Thank you for... God damn it, Stedman.
Oh, Oprah knows you so well.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, but I'll keep my mud shield intact for those infrequent voiceover auditions.
Yes.
Reminds me. That's it, okay.
You ready?
I think so.
Alrighty.
I don't want to hide my pretty face with this
I don't
thing,
mind,
but-
man. They've been seeing this big black, like, obelisk
That's
for
true.
so long.
Yeah.
I'm good.
They're
Like, it
making
can,
a-
it can be a
Wow,
little obscured.
Look at you.
I know, right? Oh, all right. I'm ready. Let's
All right,
do this.
okay.
Well, I can actually just even is it 54. I
5-4. I'll follow suit. I'll just keep doing this. I'm gonna break down the two numbers included in the one number you give. 5-4.
5-4.
Nine.
No, I like it. I like it.
Lucky number 9.
Lucky number 9. No
Number
longer
nine.
the Ocho, which was last week, and we didn't comment on.
Right. So it's
Herbie.
26.
No, but the 53 is Herbie's number, right?
Right.
From Herbie
the
the Love Bug, and they called him Ocho, and Herbie Goes Bananas,
Oh, did they?
or Herbie Smuggles Drugs Across Tijuana Border. I don't remember what it was.
I
but
thought it was a throwback to the Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver. Or tight end. Or whatever. Ocho Cinco.
Oh,
85.
yeah, no, because that
Ocho.
would be
What did they call the Ocho?
Cinco Trace, wouldn't it?
Right.
Oh, the Ocho on Dodgeball.
Yes, that's what it was.
The Ocho.
The Ocho.
ESPN 8. The Ocho. Oh, he can't be liking that, Cotton.
No.
All right, I'm going to shut off my phone because I'm an asshole and forgot to.
I've muted mine.
Good for you.
Because I may need the calendar when we go back to what did we do this week.
Well, I know what I was doing right when you were picking me up.
We can't podcast that.
No, we can't. That was before that.
Oh, okay.
So no, I was putting some. So we have our final notes from Matt Vancel, who has Final Cut on Humans and Households.
Ah,
So I am implementing those final notes.
awesome.
Yeah,
Is
some
it
of
a
them-
long list of notes?
It is a. It is not terribly long
Good.
because Raw Chris really kicked ass. Raw Chris is the Chris W. Right? I forget his last name.
Canadian Chris.
Canadian Chris is our editor from the Great White North. The Great White North.
White North.
There we go. Living in, I believe, beautiful Guelph, Ontario, Canada. Do miss it. I actually very much miss it. Though not this time of year, because
No.
that's kind of when we were there last time, and it rains sideways in Guelph,
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy.
We left. No weather. We walked 2 blocks and were soaked like rats stowing away on a really
Yeah.
sinky ship.
Yep. And so we scurried into a Wimpy's Hamburgers,
Oh, it was
but that was good.
yeah.
That was good. And
But
we-
it was when your hair is dripping on the
Oh
menu.
yeah, it
it's
was
wet.
terribly wet, and we're minutes. We
Yeah.
were, if even minutes, seconds.
Yeah, I mean it was 3 blocks.
It was
from
like
where we
turning
were.
a shower on. Like
Yeah.
it was extremely
and
moist.
2 big guys in shorts.
Yeah, 2 big guys in shorts, jean shorts, nonetheless. No, mine weren't jean shorts.
no,
they
I
were
had
just.
jean
I was
shorts.
soaked.
Yeah.
I think we were both wearing. No, you were wearing sandals.
Yes.
Lucky you.
Wearing
My
sandals.
shoes were soaked completely through, so that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Indeed.
Good times.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. Is just finishing up those final couple of notes because Chris did such a great job. The reason it's been in post this long, unfortunately, is because up until about a month ago, it was blocked on the Zoe move because the footage was actually packed, and it's of course been blocked on the Gamers 3 work.
Right.
So I just said no more and took ownership.
Well, and we had everything. The other reason before that was all locked up was because it was in Final Cut Pro format, which we're not using. We're using Premiere, so we had to get all the pieces together
Yes.
out of Final Cut and make it usable.
Though that was ridiculously simple. It
Really?
was so simple.
Nice.
I literally had, I think it took an hour and a half of work to do that. Everyone was afraid that it was going to take forever. I had a Final Cut Pro XML exported for me because I don't have Final Cut Pro.
Right.
It was exported. I imported it into Premiere. The relinking happened automatically because all of the files were in the same directories. So the relinking just took off without a hitch. And I had a Premiere cut within an hour and a half of starting the process.
Wow.
That matched. The only thing we didn't have were a couple of editors. Oh, I do this. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. If you're going to use assets from your machine, copy them into the project directory.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had I think 18 or 19 assets that were just on Chris's desktop. On his actual desktop. I can see the old path because it's referenced. So it was on his desktop machine on the desktop, and they never got pulled into the project. So there you go.
Yeah. Orphan files.
The dreaded red media not present. Ugh.
Lisa, can I have some more?
No, you may not.
Why?
Because you're an urchin and I'm Premier.
Oh.
Yes. Also, I'm going to crash if you're on Apple. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So yeah, that's been, my week has been full of editing. I edited a piece for Bo Pritchard's new play Starling.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Bo Pritchard's new; he's directing it.
Right.
It is Julia Nardin and Sam Murphy's new play Starling, which is a story of two sisters in the second occupation of Warsaw, which happened, I believe, in 1944.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Not the 43 that everyone remembers.
Not the 43, not the big one that everyone... Yeah, not the one that's in your history books. The one that happened, guess what, a second time.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a pretty cool story. A completely new play, written by two Seattle playwrights. Very neat stuff.
Well, yes and no. Interesting story. The second playwright is a New Zealander.
Sam is a New Zealander?
Yes. Who went to school with Julia in Vancouver, BC.
Okay. Well, sorry. Seattle playwright then and a Kiwi.
Right, but it's funny because Bo's a Kiwi. And I didn't know that you could have two Kiwis on the same project.
No,
I didn't know that
there aren't enough
could
of
happen.
them. There aren't enough of them.
No. And
No.
the odds of that happening.
I just hope she's not as furry as Bo.
True.
Because
Right.
Bo's a true Kiwi. If you cut him open, he'd bleed green.
True Kiwi and a ginger. So he's a very flavorful.
That's not a
Key
flavor.
lime.
That is a terrible
No.
combination.
Yes.
Ginger Kiwi. Oh, let me call Stride Gum and get right on that.
Duets.
Oh,
Ginger Kiwi.
No.
And my week was full of reading.
Please
Lots
tell.
of readings. I had a reading for a new play on Monday called Gaming on Sacred Ground.
Uh-huh.
And I, of course, thought it was a D&D script.
Sounds like it to me.
No, Native American casinos.
Oh, okay, that totally makes sense. Now, in retrospect, oh my
Yes,
God, yeah, that totally
it
makes
does,
sense.
but I had no clue, and a friend of ours, Rafael Papeo, was also
Rafael.
reading. He recommended me for the part that I had. And the writer, ironically enough, not Native American.
Yeah.
And it was really done. It was one of the best, most complete scripts that I've had the privilege of doing a read-through with.
Okay.
And it wasn't stereotypical. It was treated with a lot of respect, and it was really quite interesting. It had a lot to do with WWE. So there was World Wrestling, Native Americans, casinos, carnival workers.
Small hands.
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then the next day,
Uh-huh.
I went and read. What did I read? I read a screenplay. Oh, that's your fan.
I know. But now I don't have a mud shield up.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to come
You
in.
don't think-
It
okay.
would come in on mine if we had.
Mine's directly.
Well, true.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go. Well,
Here.
we'll see what happens. All right.
I'll do that.
So for those of you listening at home who have no idea what we're talking about, because of the video, the visual portion of the podcast that we are now doing, I have taken down the gigantic ass mud shield
For 7 people.
for 7 people.
We've reached 7 people. We are now compromising audio quality for 7 people.
That's what we're trying. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Silly enough
So
to
if you
watch
guys are hearing a whine out of the ear that I'm in, it is because the Surface tablet that is doing the video portion of the podcast is now spinning up fan wise. So let me know, please.
Yes.
Comment on the post or message me directly and let me know if you suddenly hear a high-pitched whistle or whine or fan noise in this podcast.
And that would be a mechanical whine as opposed to picking me up on your mic.
Yeah, that's...
Okay. Then Wednesday...
would that be a maniacal whine if they pick you up? No, you can't whine maniacally. I'll get you if my back doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no, I don't think that works.
I was going to get you, but it's really far, and the bus doesn't go that way. And it was too warm out. There's a lot of pollen in the air. I can't. No, I'm not going to do that today. Not going to happen. No arching for me.
Okay.
All right.
So back to me.
Back to you.
Okay. On Wednesday, I was on a commercial shoot.
Yes, you were.
For a rapidly moving telecommunication company. If it's not a cross-country marathon,
I got to know. Yeah.
And I was on the friendliest pitch boat for the. I don't know how to do the Discovery Channel. How can I hint that it's the Discovery Channel without saying the Discovery Channel?
Yeah, I think you got it. I think you're good.
Okay.
Enough. Yeah.
Okay. So
what do they show now? That what like Ice Road it's a channel.
Ice Road Truck.
It's the Ice Road Trucker channel.
Yes.
Pawn Stars is not Discovery, is it? That's like A&E or something.
Yeah, should be a comedy channel, but
yeah,
it's another one of the reality. I was on Sig Hansen's boat, the Northwest.
Gotcha.
And for those of you watching on the podcast, if you see an overly pink glow about me, the reason is the first half of the day was done without sunscreen.
Because you're stupid.
It was the one sunny day all fucking week, and I was on a metal-plated boat deck in long pants, rubber boots, a t-shirt, and a lined hoodie jacket with a stocking cap in the sun. It was a very, very warm experience for me.
Yeah, Wednesday was pretty terrible. Thursday was even worse, and then Friday got awesome again.
Why was Thursday worse?
Thursday was like 80 degrees, right?
Oh, temperature-wise, yeah.
Yeah, like imagine being in a wool cap in.
And then had acting class.
Yeah, I missed it.
Which you have missed now for 2 weeks in a row, sir.
Yeah, it's like I'm Tom Brophy.
Your truancy.
Yeah. Your
truancy is duly noted.
Okay, well, good. What are you going to do? Not take my money?
Exactly.
Oh, well.
That's what I will show you, good sir.
You showed me.
I will pull a glove out and throw it down at your feet and say, ha-ha, there you go.
Awesome.
Thursday, Friday, uneventful. Saturday, that was yesterday.
I believe it was.
Also did nothing. Then today, I got a phone call in the morning from my agent that said, hey, some people called. They want you for an audition. Can you make it to Capitol Hill by 2?
Did you make it to Capitol Hill by 2?
I did make it to Capitol Hill by 2. Nice. And this is why I do staged readings. Because someone who wrote a screenplay last year, whom I read for,
right?
Apparently, I'm guessing, if they're calling me in at the 11th hour, did not have someone yesterday or so far today that read well for the role, and they got a hold of my agent who called me, and I went down and said, I haven't read the script or anything, I don't know what this is about, but it's very Philip K. Dickian. And I'm really excited. It's kind of cloning and the juxtaposition, and so that was a lot of fun.
That's very cool.
And then I had right before what you were doing, before you were doing the notes for Matt Vansel's notes for H&H, I was doing another reading of supposedly a horror film. That was... By the end, we were laughing so hard, and the screenwriter's head was in his hands. He just thought he horribly, horribly pooch-punted. But this was Cabin in the Woods meets Tucker and Dale versus Evil meets a classic 70s The Fog horror film where everybody dies.
Okay.
And he was like, I've got to... And Raphael and I were like, no, dude. This needs a little bit of a polish. If you're going to kill people, kill them all. If you're going to have humor, go with this. And he's really fighting. He really wants to write a serious horror piece. And we're like, no, go back and watch this. This will sell. We could shoot this summer in Seattle, and we would be at Cannes in 2015. I'm not kidding.
I want an audition. Get me an audition.
Yeah,
I will audition for
it. I hope that he does.
I don't care if it's just guy stabbed through neck. In fact, I prefer if it's guy stabbed through neck.
One of my characters was guy stabbed through neck.
How did I know? I just called it.
And you could be the creepy old man, too.
Oh, thanks.
It's the same. Yeah. You dye that up a little white.
Dye it up white. Yeah, okay.
Put a trench coat on you.
I'd look like Will Sasso's Kenny Rogers.
Yes.
Hey, everybody! I can't do it right now. I don't have a baseball bat to throw in the air.
And somewhere in the night, the gambler, he broke even. And in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep.
Aww.
Dramatic readings of
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers songs. Ooh.
Yeah. Also,
Ooh.
it's also a good instructional video for CBT because you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Wait, what? No, never mind.
No, not that. No. That's puppetry of the penis.
That is indeed great movie, by the way, or documentary.
I've not seen the documentary.
It's great. Yeah,
I know it's a stage show.
It is a stage show. It's not a documentary. I mean, it's a recording of the stage show, but they also have extra features of additional
Peni.
Well, not just Peni, but the guys, the Australian dudes who do it, and they talk about sort of why they got into it and things like that. Mainly, it's because they're fondling their genitals on stage and people are paying them money. It's a brilliant racket.
I'm sorry, how did you break into this? Well, one day I was making a hamburger with my cock and balls and thought, you know what, people might pay to see this.
Oh, God.
So I did it on stage in public, and lo and behold, people wanted to see that.
So could you just go downtown, do that, and get arrested and be like, no, I was auditioning, or I was practicing, I was rehearsing.
Art.
It's art.
Would you arrest a man for holding a bowl of lime Jello in a park? No,
I would. That's a guy holding lime Jello. He's up to something.
Yeah, it's green.
He is up to fucking no good. Maybe a little.
See
good.
the guy turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
Especially in 80
Only if it's lime. If it's strawberry, you can go talk. Yeah. That's a man you can talk to.
Well, strawberry or cherry.
You don't really know from far. Well, no, cherry's darker.
Is it?
It is. It's quite a bit darker.
I'm not a connoisseur of the colors of Jello.
Yeah, strawberry's kind of more like the 1950s blob color.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And cherry's more like the wings on that dragon over there.
Oh,
sort
okay.
Of a deeper. Yeah.
Watermelon's just pink, as always. Ish.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't eat.
Juicy,
I don't eat artificial
pink.
watermelon, artificial banana, and I'm pretty not happy with artificial sour apple. Though there are these candies at Wajimaya. They're called muscat. There's muscat grape, there's green apple, and there's a couple of others. Every one of those flavors tastes exactly like what it purports to be. Those are fine.
Okay.
But other candies, no watermelon, no banana, no apple.
See, that's the only thing I really like is artificial watermelon, artificial banana.
Oh.
Well, I like bananas, but artificial bananas.
Yeah, it's like my box of runts always looked like... it looked like Curious George's dildo collection.
Box of runts. It took me a minute to understand what box of runts was.
It's not rhyming slang.
No.
Oh, you're a real box of runts. No.
It's Cockney. You box of runts. You know.
Yeah, I do. I know.
Johnny Draper fell down the stairs. It's fall. Whatever. I do not understand that coded language at all. It makes no sense.
I thought we had this discussion already.
We did.
All right.
It still doesn't make sense to me.
It's like taking a piss. It's a Mickey because it's Mickey Bliss.
I know, but what if it's
plates, Toad?
What if it's Monty Triss?
It's not.
It could still be taken. Right, but I don't understand why that one word means this other specific word that has nothing to do except they sound the same.
You've obviously never seen Mickey Bliss.
No, I haven't. Is he yellow?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't seen him either.
Or ruddy?
He's ruddy. He's a bit ruddy, and if your piss is ruddy, you might have a problem.
See, my
looks like turning on a tap at a cabin that hasn't been visited in like 10 years. A couple of chunks.
Oh God, I
There's
can't
sand
unsee
at
that.
the bottom.
That reminds me of a cabin that I went to back in the day when I was dating someone and her young son.
Mm-hmm.
We were staying in the downstairs part of this summer cabin.
Right.
That, if you have a cabin, you drain all waters.
Oh, yeah.
You turn everything off. Well, he goes into the bathroom, flips up the seat, and comes out, and she's like, I think there's something living in the toilet. And it was horrific.
Oh.
And I got to go deal with it. And yeah.
So it wasn't something living, it was someone had left a gift.
I don't know that even someone had left a gift.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just the water and moldy, and then it had kind of bubbled, and then the bubbles hardened, and then they turned very black. And so I wasn't quite sure what it was.
It's like, did you guys go to Sam Raimi's cabin? Is that what happened?
And this is in the San Juans. It was like on Friday, Harbor Island or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a horrific thing to walk into, and I had to go do battle with it. And I was a hero afterwards, which was nice.
Did you have to cut your hand off and put a chainsaw on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness I have both hands.
Because that sounds like the beginning. Oh, dear.
See why it's thank goodness?
It did happen.
It did.
It happened. Great.
So what else happened with your week?
Well...
So there was a lot of editing.
Editing and other things. Another thing that we did was a group of fine young fellows. Well,
Finding cannibals?
not fine young, no.
Oh, the Annette gentleman.
No, but also
No.
yes, but also no.
Oh,
So I'll get to that in a second.
okay.
But Sam Graydon,
Fine young gentleman.
yeah, Gabe Gonga, and Ben Dobbins came over and started color correcting a little thing called Dark Dungeons. So we looked at your face a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, because they lit you for some reason. They decided that you needed all the light.
Sweet.
So Brian's like, and he's like all in the darkness, and you're like burning up. You're just this gigantic star shining in the night.
True. It is.
Yeah, no.
I am.
But the thing you were talking about, as you guys know, we launched, and as I told you last week, but you may not know, I don't know. We launched an Indiegogo campaign to help cover the costs of a drive that failed at Andat. They have two full features, they're two full films, which their episodes are getting long enough. I think this one's likely going to be in the 40-minute range, so it's a short film.
Yeah.
It's no longer a web episode. It's a short film. They have two films on there.
They're going to be like the web version of Sherlock.
Yeah, kind of. And if we don't get this drive fixed, it is going to be 2 years before you see anything from them again. So, was it too soon?
A little bit.
Not with Sherlock. Never too soon. Because you heard he confirmed nothing for another 2 years.
What?
Yeah, I
Why?
think it's Moffat or something. Because it's dude, it's 3 films. They filmed 3 films every season.
Yeah, but why take 2 years?
I don't know. Probably because the two main actors are like working like crazy. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the case, but it seems like it. Anyway, so we ran an Indiegogo campaign to help recover this data. The only thing they have left out of this whole shoot is some of the stuff we filmed on the 5D camera and B-roll from another Blackmagic that we had on set one day. So that's all we have left of the first one. And then the other film is a literary adventure, which if you watch season 1, Jaime the Cruz comes and he reads their stories. Very, very dramatically. It's awesome. And it is Jaime the Cruz, like Jesus the Christ.
Okay.
So he reads their stories, and that was a 16-hour-long shoot that put out, I want to say, 5.5 hours worth of actual footage, something along those lines. And all of that, 100% of that is on that drive. So there you go. That's where we're at. The drive is, we learn tomorrow the fate of the drive. And
I thought it was a done deal.
Well,
they recovered stuff.
They recovered stuff. We don't know how much. We don't know what. But we have to pay for it regardless. So As you guys know, I've been paying for it out of pocket. What's going to happen is, now that the Indiegogo is successfully funded, I get to reimburse myself, which is awesome. And if they're already a few bucks over, so like some of that's going to production of new stuff.
Sweet.
If we hit $2,000,
Yes.
this is a really small Indiegogo, but we have a lot of really awesome people who've contributed. Like Scott C. Brown. Anyway, if we hit $2,000, I am going to make a DVD ISO of everything they've released so far.
I know, I saw that. I'm really hopeful.
Yeah, because it's like 50 to 100 hours of work. But
wow.
Yeah. So, but I'm willing to do that. I'm absolutely willing to do that to show a thank you for the support.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Only
I'm a man who is sometimes good.
I will,
Yeah, if we
I
get
will selflessly do this if.
Well, no, I'm not getting any of that money back. I'd just be getting...
No. I know.
So essentially, the $250 we'd make over the recovery costs still go to ANDAT for cardboard.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not saying that you're taking that money. I'm just saying I will be a good man. I'm willing to give this.
Yeah, if we get $1,999.99.
Uh-uh.
Nope.
Not a nice guy. But
Nope.
$2,000,
I'm
you
a
bet.
jerk. But $2,000.
We raise that, I'm there.
Pitch in a penny.
I will.
All right, then.
I'll make it 2601.
Yeah, baby.
02, because I want to make sure that we get...
Yeah. Well, it's Indiegogo, so nobody can pull out. Just, yeah. Let's go with that. Let's let that settle. But no, the shift on the end of Kickstarter campaigns where suddenly a lot of your people realize they can't afford their pledge.
Yeah.
And so they cancel it.
Too bad.
Yeah. So Indiegogo is immediately run.
Or they're and I know people who do this.
Mm-hmm.
They pitch in the Kickstarter to get you to the goal. They see that you're past the goal, and they go, okay, now I don't have to. I hate that. Pledge less. Pledge less. You don't have to be the big man on campus and have your name there. That I pledged $100. Just pledge $25 and leave it there.
Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, it's their money, and I'm fine with that. And the fact that we can get crowds funded at all is pretty amazing.
I don't mean our fans. I mean, there's specific people in Seattle that do that.
Yeah, that's true.
That bother me.
That's true.
Because they're also in the film community.
Right.
It's like, just do it.
Yeah. So Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany Pike is talking to us live right now.
Hi, Tiff.
And she is saying, "Hey, I finished the Bards Against Humanity cards and emailed them to both of you." Wonderful.
Yes, Andy didn't know about this.
I didn't know about this.
So I'm going to wait 30 seconds and see if Tiffany says that I can spill the beans. In the meantime,
Okay, well, she
we'll
kind of
vamp for
spilled
30
some beans.
She did, but I don't know if I can spill all of the beans.
Okay.
Or not.
Is two Bards shitting into a bucket one of the cards? I hope not.
I really do not believe so.
Okay, good.
This is truly an amazing feat of fandom.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to see it. Also, Seth Davis says that, the campaign is currently at 53 backers and $1,871 $1,871
left.
Uh-huh. No, 119, right?
Damn it.
71? No, you're right. 29. 129 left.
I did math in my head.
But you said 121.
I did, but I meant 129.
Okay, good. Tiff also just says, Seth just sent you the Two Bards Cards Expansion Pack PDFs to your email.
Okay, but she still hasn't answered my...
No.
Okay.
No.
So we're still...
We're in a holding pattern.
We're in a holding pattern
Yeah.
because of the 30-second delay. Google imposed, not us.
Yep, indeed.
Because
she says go for it.
Okay, great.
Right.
Whew. So glad. Because
Yeah.
I had built that up if she'd said
I
no.
can tell you the skin on your face is falling off. That's how built up you are.
Whew. So Tiffany, for our 1-year anniversary, wanted to do something awesome and special.
Uh-huh.
So she has gone...
So she outperformed us, because we didn't do a damn thing yet.
No, she way outperformed us.
Okay, great.
She went back and listened to every episode.
Oh, D. Okay. Jesus.
And based on the Cards Against Humanity...
All right.
Public domain...
Uh-huh, yeah.
Card setup...
Right.
Has made... Bards Against Humanity.
Okay.
with questions and phrases
Wow,
from the 51 previous episodes.
Tiff, jeez.
Went through and listened to them all and pulled all of this
my
stuff
God,
together.
that's amazing.
White cards and black cards so that you can play.
Wow.
So hopefully...
We'll put them in the set. I've got the full set of cards. We'll just add bards.
Yes.
Bards and cards.
And we can get them...
Your cards and your
I need
bards.
to see about if I can get them printed off and then cut with the round quarters. But anyway,
Yeah.
I can get them printed off on heavy card stock.
Right.
And we can make up the whole thing. But now, hopefully,
Yeah.
Tiffany, are you listening?
Are you listening?
Every year...
Oh,
This
yeah.
is unfair to ask.
No.
But every year...
We do it a Bard expansion.
We'll have a Bard expansion pack.
Oh, man. So I have a ton of blanks.
But I'm excited. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm really excited to read the...
do you know
the
how
set.
many cards it is total?
I don't know what the original set is. It's way more than 52.
Okay.
It's like... It's way more than 2 decks of cards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The deck of cards, 53.
Okay. Well, because I have a bunch
52.
of blanks
52
from the multiple expansions. I have a bunch of the blanks. Plus, you can buy the blanks, so we could just laser print on the actual Cards Against Humanity cards. But I want it to be Bards Against Humanity. I want the back.
Yeah.
Cards. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
That's awesome. Thank you, Tiff.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No. Someone was just talking about you not working, so they know us. That's for sure.
Talking about me not working?
Yeah, Scott doesn't like to work.
Oh, okay. They're talking about me
Yeah,
not liking. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows I don't work.
Womp
I
womp.
haven't worked in...
Nah,
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
It's true.
This studio is going to get condensed really quickly or something doesn't happen soon.
Ooh. It's going to be in a van.
We'll be
By the river.
podcasting out of a closet. Sound quality will go up.
That's
Because it'll
true.
be super dead.
Yeah.
Because of all the clothing inside.
We won't have electricity for the computer, so
No.
upload times are going to be pretty long.
Yes.
But,
But it'll still be there.
yeah. Hopefully someone's just listening and transcribing.
Maybe
We'll have
we
to
should
fly
just
south
get
and-
a...
yeah.
what is the... maybe I should just do a Patreon account for me. Hey,
Oh,
everyone.
Patreon?
Patreon.
Yeah.
Be a patron of my art. Help me survive.
I've been looking at some of the stuff on there. It's awesome. Like you
Is
can,
it?
you can subscribe to like Pomplamoose, but you subscribe. So there are multiple subscriptions. There's like per month, but there's also like per thing they do.
Right.
So you can say, hey, every time you make an album, you get $10, and then I get the album, and it just automatically happens. Every time you release a new album, $10 comes out of my account and goes to you. You have
Ooh.
that in your pocket. You know about it. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Zach Wiener from Saturday Morning Breakfast Cereal Comics,
Yes.
also doing that. He's funding himself, and I think he's like at almost $9,000 a month.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's quitting money.
Yeah.
So
That would be great.
yeah,
If only we could boost the signal of this podcast.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's
Everyone
not like
would
the
pledge
'80s.
$1.
We can't just hook a couple of jumper cables up to it.
Yeah.
Have some blue lightning. Suddenly they're hearing us in Shanghai.
Yeah. That would be
I don't
nice.
even think Shanghai's a place, right?
Not anymore.
No,
Shangri-La.
that's
Many, many places.
yeah.
Usually recovery centers are called that.
What about old folks' homes? It sounds like you could do an old folks' home.
Yes. The Shangri-La Retirement Community.
Speaking of old folks' homes, but not really.
Can't wait for this transition.
It's not really a transition. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
breaking things off right here, right at the base, just snapping it right off.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
if you didn't know already, Knights of Badassdom is currently free on Xbox Video.
Ooh.
So you can go watch it in HD and 5.1 surround. Yeah.
Holy shenanigans.
Yep, no commercials, no interruptions. Steve Zahn, Peter Dinklage, talking about getting high and titties.
Bunch of people from Spokane.
And from Seattle. Sean Shelton's in the credits.
Yes.
Art Reynolds is in the credits.
That's what I forgot to talk about.
Oh no, Spokane. The thing in Spokane.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you should talk about the thing in Spokane.
Tomorrow, I have an
Oh my God,
audition
you should talk about
for
it.
Z Nation.
Oh my god!
Now, normally I would be
Okay.
excited because it's a TV, an ad, not a web series.
Right.
Not a one-off movie. An
Nope.
actual TV series being shot in Spokane, Washington. The first TV series that we have had since a long time. 10 years, something like that. That's actually being shot in Washington. Except that it's the Sci-Fi Channel, the channel that brought you Sharknado.
You shut your mouth. That's a treasure.
But it also brought you Battlestar Galactica, Eureka, Warehouse 13. So hopefully we're on the upswing with the whole Z Nation thing. But I do have an audition, and it's for, I've been told, a recurring character.
What?
Now,
Is it like the Doctor,
The
where every time it
likelihood-
recurs, it's a different person? Because that would just be
I don't know if
kicking
I
of
can
balls.
say, but no.
Okay.
It would actually maybe be more... I'm just going to say the governor-ish.
Okay. Got it.
And I'll leave it at that.
Right.
Which means there's no hope in hell I have of getting the part.
Well,
But
yeah.
to be asked to come and read for it,
Yeah, that's good.
something that's in my wheelhouse,
Right.
I'm excited
So,
about.
Tiffany has responded. She made 100 cards.
Woo!
So, damn near 2 full decks of playing cards.
Yes.
Douglas Michael says that he's trying to send you some design work. So, cool.
All right.
Thanks.
Yes, he is.
And-
And he has been. And I have shit.
Oh,
Yes, I'm sorry.
You have just right now, in fact. Right
I
down his
have
leg.
in my pants, and those
Yeah.
of you watching at home. So, yeah, send me another PM, Michael. God damn it.
You mean Douglas?
Douglas.
And
See, I
then-
finished Chris Piazzo's website, and I was so happy that I took a huge sigh of relief, not realizing that there were others.
Gotcha. Funny enough, you say
Not
that. Chris
remembering.
Piazzo also pipes in saying that he hopes Patreon doesn't go the way of Kickstarter, which is
Yeah.
to say, suckening. Though I don't. Again, Kickstarter still has a place. The fact that the little projects have kind of gotten crunched under the feet of the larger things, and now people are sort of flocking to Indiegogo or Seed and Spark is the new film one.
Yes.
That's really kind of awesome because they also include a distribution model built into their crowdsourcing.
Yes.
There are a few others, Patreon being one.
Way to toe the line, you Amazon lackey.
Sorry, buddy.
I don't know. Kickstarter's like IMDb is Amazon behind it, right?
Is Kickstarter IMDb? Or I don't think Kickstarter's Amazon, is it?
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Yes.
They take PayPal though. That doesn't even make sense.
Well, part of the
Oh no, they take Amazon payments. You're right. They
Yeah.
do take Amazon payments.
you gotta log in.
Yeah,
your
I didn't
Amazon
know. They're not on the list of Amazon partners I have.
Oh.
You know what is? Zappos, if you want some shoes. Flown to you by drone shoes.
Ooh, that I want just for the drone.
Yeah,
I
no,
wanna
it's
watch
not
him
real.
come-
It's not true. That'd be cool, though, if you could, like, you just lay back on the ground and the drone comes and puts on your shoes for you.
Oh my god! I
Washes
would pay
your
extra
feet.
for that. Yeah.
Whatever, I don't know. I never read the Bible.
How about drop the fish tank
Mhm.
with the little fish that eat off your
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. The little minnows that eat your
Yeah.
dead skin.
yeah, and then
Dead
it
skinnos.
takes those away, puts the shoes on.
Uh,
What a fresh feeling!
And then there's a Google car that has a nice chair, a nice massaging chair, right? That comes in, like, so it's all just automated, and eventually you're living in the Wall-E ship.
yeah,
She's like, I'll take that. Fucking A.
You
Don't
bet.
take me back to Earth.
no,
What, there's one plant on this planet now, and you want us to go back? Dude, everything for me already done.
Molly.
Wally.
Actually, with my nose
You can
congested, I can almost pull it off.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, should we get to some questions?
We should.
All right,
I think
cool.
we should. Are we?
Let me see if we've got any more here, and while you're looking those up.
Oh, I have them all.
So, Laura Adams says that her son is going for a zombie extra, as am I. And I will punch a son. I don't even care to get that part. No.
A son, not the son, because that would be hot if you punched the sun. You would pull back a burning stump, I believe.
I don't
Neil
think you
deGrasse
can get
Tyson
close
might.
enough. I don't think you can get close enough without yourself becoming a burning stump to get your hand to. I don't think it's that minute a transition. I think you would burn up before you got close enough to punch anything where you pull back a stump.
You know nothing. Neil, could you come on and explain to him that you could get close enough when you'd have him? burning.
You just call
I
me a
need
bastard?
backup. No, I didn't call you a bastard.
You said I know nothing. Read the questions.
Jon Snow.
There you go. Took you a while, but all right, I'll take it.
Dennis Nickel writes in a while ago. Tacos, tortas, or burritos?
Well, that's a big one. So let me explain.
One of them is.
Burritos. I get it. So it depends on where you're going, big time, right?
Yes.
Because like street tacos, like taco truck flat, lime, carnitas. Oh my god, they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Burritos aren't really Mexican food. It's like a fortune cookie. Like we made it. It's a Tex-Mex thing. It was made here.
What?
Yeah. They didn't make something called a little pack. And anyway, but they're fucking awesome.
Yes, they are.
Especially from street taco places. And then tortas are just grand. They're wonderful.
Is that the deep fried ones?
It's a
or is it
sandwich.
the tortas?
Tortas are the sandwich.
The hard.
Tortas. Yeah, yeah. Like crunchy.
So they're
bread.
like a flat, typical taco shell that you buy at Safeway.
No. Bread, crusty bread, sandwich. They take taco fillings and shit and put it on. It's a sandwich.
What? I have not had one of these.
What? We should go.
We should.
I think I just totally paid.
Probably totally close.
I don't care.
It was worth it.
So in sort of Redmond Bellevue, it's between. I think it's Bellevue officially, but across the street is Redmond.
Yep.
At the 76 station at 148th and 24th or Northup, I forget which.
The 76. Wow,
The
this is
76
the
station.
gas station.
There is
tortas.
Taqueria Guadalajara.
Oh, okay.
This place is fucking good. It's a van. It's a roach coach.
Okay.
And oh my god, anything there. All three of them at the same time in your face.
Sweet.
Yes.
Me, I'm a burrito person. Taco Del Mar, Armando burrito.
Yeah. Well, if you go,
I've stopped getting it wet with the queso because that's just a heart attack waiting to happen.
If you do go to Taqueria Guadalajara, you get a burrito, right? Definitely get the pastor, which is the pork, delicious like barbecued pork. Oh my god, it's so good. Pastor.
Okay.
You want the pastor? And no queso.
What?
No queso.
Why? Queso good.
Queso, get
Queso
it.
bueno.
Queso, whatever, get it.
Queso sera.
Queso ra.
Okay. Sorry. Bad transition. Paula, get me out of this. Paula Moran writes, how much training and experience do you have with horseback riding in productions?
Ha.
And do you agree or disagree with not working with animals on set? Do you have any stories about your experiences?
I have a story, but I don't know if I can tell it about working with an animal on set. I will genericize it. That being no, it's not what you think. I don't. Yeah, you're the one who's worked in Edom Claw, buddy. All right.
Keep my mouth shut.
That's not what I heard. Like
Anyway, your story.
it's like a
Genericize.
salty fire hose. So that's a torta. That's a torta. So while on a set for a film,
That is generic.
just-
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
there was a dog, and
Okay.
this dog was trained, but it wasn't a professional dog. It was a trained dog, but not a professional dog. One of the actors knew the dog, but the AD, who did have animal training
Mm-hmm.
and has worked with animals many times, had to be the alpha. He had to control the dog.
Right.
So after a long day of shooting, the dog is tired. The dog is grumpy. The dog is still just adorable, but it's a grumpy, tired,
Much like the cast.
much like the cast.
Because now I know where this story
Yeah.
is.
So, long day, and one of the people, so the dog stops basically taking cues. It's kind of
Yep.
having trouble taking cues, getting a little anxious, getting a little overstimulated, ready to kind of call it quits. And
Like the rest of the cast.
like the rest of the cast. So the AD says, "All right, let's clear out. Let's give the dog a minute." Let's see. One of the actors insists, "No, I am the dog whisperer for this dog. I will go whisper to this dog." The AD says, "No, you are not insured for that. Production insurance says the person with animal handler training is the person who interacts with the dog outside of scenes.
Yep.
So the owner can and the animal trainer can, or the animal handler can. Those are the two people who are allowed to. You cannot."
as common sense would dictate.
Yes. No. I know this dog. So anyway, it went back and forth, and eventually the AD basically told the guy, "Fuck off, get off my set."
Yes.
So that's what happened. As far as working with animals, it really depends on the animal, and it really depends on the shoot, and it really depends on the animal handler, and it really depends on a lot of things, because you can have a bad animal handler turn any situation into a shitty one.
Yep.
And you can have a bad animal turn any situation into a shitty one.
Yep.
So just know what you're getting into.
And for those who are catching up, although I don't think any of you would be, but I will explain that the agree or disagree with not working with animals on sets comes from the old adage, never work with animals or children.
Gotta disagree with the last one, though.
No.
Not never. Never's not a... No, never.
But the adage is, never work with animals or children. Because they're equally as unpredictable.
That's true.
They equally get to the end of the day, don't take direction, and all that. But like you said, it all depends upon the kids, the animals, the trainer, the wrangler, the
parent.
Oh my God, the parent.
Usually it's not the kids that are the problem.
Yeah, it's the parents that are the problems. But I will say, stories on experiences, animals are unpredictable. Wranglers of Death was the last horse film experience that I had. And good horses.
Yeah, but we had some tired horses.
Tired horses, rainy day, muddy hills that you're going down.
Yep.
Trying to keep them in line. Huge crane that they've never seen.
Right. And
a
flock
flock
tons of people.
30 zombies walking behind them.
Rally. Yeah.
You know, there's a whole lot of distractions.
People
that are going
pulling
on.
people off of them.
Yes.
We had a Rick.
We had a couple stunts.
Rick Van Meter did a stunt where he fell off of a horse,
and
he had to be pulled off. He was being pulled off of the horse.
The zombie that Brian pushes in Journey Quest 2. Not Nick.
Eric Pope.
Oh, I'm totally drawing a blank on the name, but he's with the Seattle Knights, and he's always the fall down guy.
Oh, not Paris.
No.
Last name Paris is who I'm thinking of. But
okay.
Is he the short guy?
Shorter.
Yeah. I think that's
middle-aged gentleman.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Yes, he is. He's great, and he knows how to fall off a horse, just like Damian Willick does. Has done it many times. They were
Sorry, I should have clarified.
Postmen.
That's what I meant. Is Rick was the puller, and that guy was the faller. Yeah,
Rick
that's
was
the
pulling
guy.
people off.
So,
and I have actually a lot of horseback experience from Boy Scouts and other endeavors.
Enumclaw.
No, not
be horse
Enumclaw.
front. That's right.
Never been with a horse in Enumclaw. I don't care what she says.
You're not really doing. You're not going for a Catherine the Great legend there, buddy.
Nope.
All right.
Archer. No. Wow,
What?
that was
Archer.
yeah.
It's an actual thing.
No, Venture Brothers.
Oh, because I know exactly what you're talking about. Because
Yes.
H. John Benjamin plays the dude, like the master of
Yes.
and there is that. Yeah, you're right. There's totally a Catherine the Great joke in there. That's
Yes.
funny. I forgot about that.
I don't know what the actual Catherine the Great joke
She
is.
banged her horse. That's all it is. So
Okay.
The legend is that she banged her horse.
Okay. Way to go, Catherine.
She's pretty good. That one was not great.
I thought I had something else to say, but now I can't think of it. Those are our stories about our experience. Oh, I know. Dogs.
Well, okay.
My second
You like dogs?
production was Oliver, and I had an excellent dog who was well trained, and every night hit his cues, came on, made me look like a badass, and yeah. So far, I've had pretty good experience with dogs, cats, dags, horses, and kids.
We actually did have another bad experience with a horse during the artifact because those were rescue horses,
Right.
and they got cranky very quick.
Yeah, they did.
Both the artifact and then I don't think you were on the shoot, but the film race one as well with Connor Marks.
Yes.
But
Lollipop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that I was supposed to do, but I was performing wedding instead.
yeah. But the horses, they're great horses. They're wonderful horses, but they're rescue horses. They're a little skittish. They have some behavioral problems, but they use film to rehabilitate them.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wasn't a bad experience. It was just a rough experience.
Yeah.
Especially the film race one, because we had a guy who was having trouble remembering his lines on top of a horse that was backing up constantly. I mean, you're holding a boom above this horse's head. They don't like things just out of their periphery at all. So it sucked.
It's kind of like if this is about that demon, I totally thought he was a farmer.
Exactly. So Seth Davis is clarifying the Kickstarter thing, I think.
Okay.
And what he's saying is this week news broke about the state of Washington, and this is completely true. I read about this. Is filing suit on behalf of Kickstarter backers. This was, I believe, for a deck of cards. I think it was a custom deck of cards that the guy just took the money and ran.
Wow.
And I mean, there were a lot of backers, like 8,000 or something like that. Lots of money, just ran with it.
Wow.
So the backers who don't receive their backer rewards are starting to be a problem I mean, they've been a problem for a while, but
Well,
now
it's been a problem.
It's been a problem. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we have that game that just disappeared.
Yeah.
There have been a number of things that people have essentially gotten screwed out of their rewards.
Although our experience with that
Uh-huh.
was that suction cup.
Yes, the
Dealy.
the Nikos. The greatest car mount ever. I forget what it's called. Starts with
But then they bailed
The-
and re-engineered everything
yes,
and then came back.
yes.
Which
So-
is like the way to do it. Hey,
Yes.
we're sorry. We're
Yep.
not doing this. Here's everything back. We're going to retool, re-examine,
Yep.
and relaunch.
Yep. And I ultimately, for me, Kickstarter, when you're kickstarting something like that, you are in the R&D phase.
Right.
You are part of the R&D phase. You're a backer, but you're not. You shouldn't expect something that's going to look like you bought it at a store necessarily for a while. I mean, these people are getting off the ground. I think the Ouya is a good example of that. The Kickstarter backer versions of Ouyas are like lower power than the final releases. They're kind of garbage. They have radio problems. So, but they have a stamp on it that says Kickstarter backer. So it's like that's what it's about. It's about helping people, get to a point where they can make this stuff. So
Yeah. The only one that I'm bummed about thus far that I've back to my experience with is with VLC player.
yeah, it's
It's not their fault, so I'm not mad at them. But
it's about to get a lot easier for them to do what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
With 8.1, so I think that they're going to be able to kind of maybe make some progress on it. I hope, because playing MKVs on a Surface would be really nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
So Brian Lewis asks if this is our special 1 year. No, that was
No.
52.
This is 54.
This is 54, Brian. Jeez.
Yeah, where are you?
God.
We're 2 past. People.
Yeah, they just, we did have that little tiny temporal hiccup where it didn't actually appear and will probably pop in somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here's hoping.
Because you know how. Well, we'll have. When the episode comes and Neil explains it all,
Yeah.
it'll be perfect. Laura Adams, by the way,
Yeah.
says, "May the 4th be with you,
Mm-hmm.
and your 5th never empty."
I can get behind the second part of
I
that.
can get behind both of them. Which leads quite nicely.
Yeah.
Transitional
Transitional
segue, as it
segue.
were.
Yeah.
Dennis Nickel writes in, Star Wars
Dennis.
Episode 7. With the cast revealed, what is your ratio of hopefulness versus skepticism about it being any good? And why? And for those of you who don't know, because I didn't until I got this question, apparently the cast has been
Yes.
revealed, and it is comprised of, wow, I can't read that. I will bring the microphone with me.
Oh, boy.
John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, Oscar Isaac, Andy Serkis, yay, Domhnall Gleeson and Max von Sydow join the original stars. Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, and Kenny Baker.
Think about that for a second. All of those people back.
Yes, but I don't know who any of the new people are. And I don't know that I care because the original cast is all back.
Yeah, so also, since Disney has taken the helm, a lot of the stuff that didn't happen under LucasArts is starting to happen, like more fan stuff is being greenlit. There recently was, I want to say it was College Humor, but I'm not entirely sure. It was a Cantina tryouts video that was totally sanctioned. Sanctioned by the Star Wars property. Weird Al was in it, which is awesome. Yeah, not Liz Fair. Maybe Liz Fair was in it.
Alanis Morissette?
No, Alanis Morissette wasn't. But yeah, there was a bunch of people in it. It was great. It was really funny. And so Star Wars, they're doing tryouts for the Star Wars Cantina. It was awesome.
So I am, as always, as I ever have been with anything in Star Wars, I'm hopeful.
I am guardedly optimistic.
Yes. The thing I'm upset about... Oh, go ahead.
Now, if Marvel gets to do it, if the Marvel team, the team that's putting together all these great movies... You know, Disney's been kind of knocking it out of the park lately, if you count Marvel in that, right?
Yeah.
And even if you don't. Yeah, it's like they've been doing... Well, Pixar's kind of on there. They're going to go their own way. But even Disney Animation, Disney Studios animations, like they're really kind of killing it. So I am cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
With the needle a little bit more toward optimistic than cautious.
Yes.
They could break my heart.
They could.
J.J. Abrams has broken my heart before.
Has done it before, yes. So the only thing I have a problem with is throwing out everything out of canon that's not film or the other sanctioned things.
Yeah.
So all of the books, everything that happened, Grievous is gone, Jade Mara's gone, anything that happened along those lines. And I understand why they need to do that. Because before, George Lucas kind of said, I'm not going any farther. This is what I'm doing. You guys develop the rest of the universe. Mm-hmm. And that happened. And now Disney is going, nope, we're going to develop the universe.
From where George Lucas
George Lucas left off, and we're going to move forward in our own thing.
So the twins are gone too, then?
Apparently, anything that is not of the first 6 films.
Okay, so it's film
Clone
only.
War,
Gotcha.
And what Rebel something or other that's supposed to be coming out. Those are all that is technically canon. And that's because that's all that can be controlled. Yeah. And it's all that... They're going to be doing stuff that hasn't happened yet, and the Star Wars universe has gone to, Skywalker's kids and blah, 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 beyond all that.
Yeah.
So I understand why there's a need to separate the two, but I wish that they could have universe canon and just the movie canon, kind of like how Star Trek rebooted and had 2 universes. They don't discount anything that's happened in the Star Trek universe.
There's just a timeline shift. And
there's just a timeline shift. That's too much to do. For Star Wars, I get it, but I wish there was some compromise that could allow, Timothy Zahn's books to be left alone and still. So
we don't see Billy D in that picture, do we? That makes me sad.
Let me look.
Man, it's probably because he didn't age the way the rest of the cast aged.
Mark Hamill's looking pretty good in it.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's he's doing pretty well, but the scary part for me is is he going to be like in the Millennium Hover-Round? It's the powered scooter that made the grocery run in less than 4 hours.
I don't see Max von Sydow in this either.
Well, you just look for someone really old.
Well, that's Harrison Ford.
No, another person that's really... Max von Sydow he's a pretty old-looking dude.
Yes.
So.
Yes, he is. But wonderful.
Indeed.
That's what I read on Tuesday, The Parish by Todd Downing.
Oh!
And I was Father Felix.
Okay, so it is a religious parish, not the geographical sort of parish.
It kind of is. It's Todd billed it as a horror film, but it's a more of a psychological thriller type and took some notes, and there will be, in fact, he posted on Facebook that he'd taken a bunch of the notes and done some rewrites, but it was a really fun little script.
Right. So this is in from Brian Lewis.
Ah,
Star Wars didn't cast me, so screw those guys. Yeah, I'm going to stand with Lewis. For now. You blow off my Beeloo, you're going to have a problem. Unless you're Tiffany.
I thought it was Bluis.
Well, it's after he gets blown off, he's Bluis.
Oh. Pre-Bluis,
he's too Blowis.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
he's Bluis after he's been blown. But up to that point, he's to be Lewis.
Okay. To be
Bluis.
To be
the Bluis yet to bleed. Bluis is yet to come.
I'm just going to call him Blue. It's
pre-blown.
Well,
you can't call him Blue.
Somebody else is called Blue. But
yeah.
That would be good. See, Brian? I love you.
Yeah. You should come on the podcast.
You should.
This podcast, if it could use one thing, it's chin. Because we don't have, between us, we have like 8 of them, but none of them are defined.
No, not like the B. Lewis cleft jaw.
Oh, that thing's amazing.
It's its own character, Zoe.
Well, we were talking about it while
He's
color
got a
correcting
separate
it.
writer.
Yeah, we were talking about it while color correcting it.
Because it's lit, the rest of it's not.
Well, no, because it's like the center kind of like sucks it, like the blacks always crush right in the center. We think it's actually a singularity.
Oh.
If only Neil deGrasse Tyson were here to prove that. Or disprove it.
That would be nice.
I'm just saying his chin's so big it only emits X-rays. I say that because I love. No, seriously, like it is imposing.
No, there's X-rays.
It's imposing.
Right, I can see right through you.
It makes his chin makes me feel like less of a man. It truly does, but more of a woman.
If I weren't so well endowed, I would be fearful of his chin. But my manhood is safe.
Not around his chin. It's not. No.
You seen that thing?
God damn it. You could crush walnuts all day with that. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
All right.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Now we're getting back to the CBT.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, if you want your walnuts crushed.
You're listening. We'll have Brian Lewis on just for you.
Just for you, buddy.
Thank you, everyone, for
you.
listening to episode 54.
54. Which is a very low value of 54.
What is that on the periodic chart?
No. I can't fucking do that off the top of my head. And we don't have time because we got a 30-minute delay before Seth can look it up and tell us.
30-minute delay.
30 second. Did I say minute? Well, shit.
But that's what it should be.
Well,
I was just trying to think if it was boron or not.
That's 5, dude. Boron's 5.
Oh. It's part of 54. It's the 5 part of 4.
That's not how elements work. It's not like two hydrogens just standing next to each other become a helium. That's not how it works. There's some fusion involved. Because if that worked, we'd already have fairly limitless energy. You can't just put them in a party and expect them to hold hands, okay? As it stands, they leave room for Jesus. Or the Higgs boson, whatever you want to call it. But until there's enough energy to get them to fuse, the nuclei have to fuse. Like, we're talking 2 positively charged particles have to kiss. They don't like kissing.
Oh, no. Because opposites attract.
Yeah, that's what Paul Abdul says. Dude.
Speak about 80s.
MC Scat Cat up in the house. Are you kidding me? That is amazing. All right. Have you guys been following the Demon Hunters comic on Patreon? I've been reading the Demon Hunters comic. I haven't been following the Patreon.
Oh, that's what we didn't talk about was being the thing tomorrow.
The Demon Hunters. The Demon Hunters game. Yeah, we're gonna go to that because
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I don't. Stinky de Mayo. Yeah. Be safe, everybody. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Wait, what? Xenon. That's a noble gas.
Thank you, Seth.
I think it's a noble gas. Is it? Xenon?
If Seth says it's...
Well, he didn't say it's noble. He just said no.
But if Seth says it, I say it's noble.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Because what are the nobles? They're helium, a bunch, and then krypton is one. Argon isn't? No, argon.
I don't know. That's what
Neon, like, are most of the like actual you can fill the lights with them gases are noble. They have to be, or otherwise they have problems because they interact. So I think like your argons, your neons, your helium. Yeah.
I
Anyway,
don't know.
all right,
This
bye
is my
guys.
public education showing.
Yeah.
Thank you.